Hello, it's Majam here and welcome to this new speed build. So for this house, I took most of my inspiration from a speed build that SoftSims did a few weeks ago. And I think this speed build is named Clearview Loft. And I really enjoyed this speed build and this house because there was this mezzanine inside, and I really like mezzanine in a house. I think I really like mezzanine because I had one when I was young in my childhood house, and sorry, I'm losing my voice today. So yeah, I was saying that when I was young, the house I grew up in had a mezzanine, and I think this house has also taken a lot from my childhood house, especially with the feel and the furnishing I used inside. So just quickly, I would like to talk about the name I gave to this house. Because if you have maybe seen it from the title of this video, the house is named Hestia. And Hestia is actually the name of a Greek or Roman goddess. And she was supposed to take care of every household members and also of the household. That was the role, I guess. That was her purpose in life. And just a fun fact quickly, I have a cat, if you don't know, and he's a boy and his name is Lucio, and Lucio is actually a Native American name, I think, which means light. And my cat is a black cat, and I thought that was funny, to name a black cat Light. Well, anyway, and if my cat would have been a girl, I would have named her Hestia, just because I'm living in an apartment and my cat doesn't go a lot outside of the apartment. And I was thinking, well, because she's gonna spend a lot of time inside the apartment, she should have a name, that represents what she's gonna do in this apartment, which is taking care of it and protecting it. But my cat turned out to be a boy, so his name is Lucio and not Hestia. But I don't know, I'm really passionate about mythology, Roman and Greek mythology. I really like it. This is a really nice observation of society and the human beings. Anyway, so I decided to name this house Hestia just because I really liked this house. Building it was really fun, and I guess I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing in it, and I hope you too. You're gonna have a lot of fun playing in it. If you do, don't hesitate to share some screenshot with me on Twitter. I would be really happy to see that you're having fun in this house. So, as for the exterior goes, I've put a lot of greeneries outside, and especially on the walls, I've put a lot of those ivy, I guess, that grew on the wall. And I think that came from the inspiration I had from my childhood house, because we had a lot of those on the walls. And actually, spiders loves to live inside those ivy thing, and there was a lot around my bedroom window, and I'm really afraid of spiders, just like most people, I guess. But I'm really afraid of spiders. I can't move when I see one. I can't do anything. I'm just so scared of those. And even though they're really useful for nature and all that, I'm really scared of them. And there was a lot of those ivy around my bedroom window, and that make a lot of spiders coming inside my bedroom. And it's awful when it's the night, everybody's sleeping, and you just want to get up and have a glass of water or just use the bathroom, and there's a big spider. But I swear the spiders were as big as my palm. That was just awful, and I couldn't set a foot on the ground. That was impossible. That was so big. So I was just screaming for someone to hear me and come help me and save me from this big spider. And when my parents weren't at home and I was all by myself and there was a big spider just like that, I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't sleep. I was just stuck there, and once I called a friend to come and just kill the spider or just get it outside. Yeah, that was just awful. So anyway, now we're moving on to the interior of the house, and as you can see, there's this beautiful mezzanine, which I'm gonna furnish just as the mezzanine I used to have in my childhood house. And childhood is an easy word to say when you're saying it alone, but in a sentence it's hard to say. Anyway, so for the interior I used a lot of furnitures that came from the Parenthood game pack, and I'm really enjoying this game pack, by the way, and all the furnitures that came with it remind me a lot of the furnitures I had in my childhood house. And, well, I don't really know what to say else, except that this house is kind of a reflection of the childhood house I had. And I have to say that I haven't been there for a long time, just for a few reasons. And I kind of miss it, but also I don't, because I feel quite uncomfortable in it. There's a lot of good memories, but also bad memories in it. And, you know, sometimes it's just nice to remember the good thing. And the good thing I felt in this house was safety. Most of the time I felt safe inside this house, even though there was big spiders all around. I felt really safe in it and really comfortable sometimes, especially when I was alone. When I was alone, I loved this house. And what I realized while furnishing this house was that it was actually really small inside. And that turned out really well, just because that gave this cozy feel to this house, which is just a really nice thing, I think, in a house, especially a family house, because this is a thing I wanted for this house to have, was to have multiple bedrooms, at least 2 bedrooms. And I succeeded, and I've put 3 bedrooms in this house, but I'm not sure about the 3rd one, and we're gonna go back to that in a little while. But the 3rd bedroom, I guess, isn't really necessary. I just wanted to have 3 bedrooms at least. Anyway, because in the Soft Sims speed build, or actually her clear view loft that she built a few weeks ago, that inspired me for this house, there's only 1 bedroom, and I just wanted to have a few bedrooms more, or actually at least 1 more bedroom, so that we could have a family living in it. And I could fit other bedrooms in this house, and that was really nice. Anyway, so for the dining room, as you can see, this is really small. But I don't know. Once again, I really think this is nice for this house to be really small like that. And the table, I think it came with the, how is it called? The movie hangout stuff pack. And the thing in the middle of this table, I don't even know the word in French, so I'm not gonna even try and guess it. That's why I think I choose this table to put it into the dining room. And I think this was because in my childhood house, once again, we had a thing like that on the table. And the table I've put under the stairs, we had something quite similar to that also in my childhood house. So yeah, the dining area is really, really inspired from the house I grew up in. And the mezzanine too, and I'm really excited to show you this. But for now, we are on the kitchen, and the kitchen is really gray and sad, I think, but I didn't want it to go with the same color theme I've used inside the living room, mezzanine, and dining room, because these are really warm colors and really cozy feel inside those rooms, and I really wanted for the kitchen to be different, so that's why I went for this cold feeling. And I don't know, I don't really feel comfortable inside kitchens. I think this is why I don't really like to cook, probably. But anyway, I still had to furnish it a lot with a few decorative items, just like here, for example, just to show that there's life inside this kitchen. And yeah, I liked how I've put those things under those cupboards. I think this is how it's called. I like it. So I guess in just a few moments we're gonna move on to the mezzanine. Yay! I sounded so weird just there. Anyway, So for the mezzanine, it's almost a pure copy of the mezzanine I grew up with, or actually that was in my childhood house, because we used to have a couch upstairs, and I'm gonna put a couch, and this couch is actually almost exactly the same kind of couches we had in the mezzanine we had. And the desk I've put there and the chair I've put also are also pure copy of the desk and chair we had in the mezzanine. So that's when I'm putting the couch. It's just there. And I thought first, that's weird, to just not be able to look over the fence to watch downstairs. But as well, I just wanted for this house to feel this family and cozy feel. And I think when you're building a house, or actually that's what I think. When you build a house, you took your inspiration from what you know or what you would like to have. And there's always something that comes from where you grew up. And most of the houses I've built, there's a lot of those things. But especially for this one. And that's why the name Hestia is even more important for this house, because, well, Hestia is the goddess of the household. And I don't know, I'm really attached to this house, strangely. And so for this bathroom, it's really small, but it's weird, to have to go inside this bathroom through the bedrooms. But as well, there was not a lot of space in the house to be able to go inside this bathroom directly from the mezzanine. So I thought, what the heck, just go like that. And now we're moving on to the second bedroom. And just quickly, for the first bedroom, which is the master bedroom, it's really empty and sad, I know, but I didn't really know what kind of parents would live in this house. So if you play with this house, I think it would be easier for you to just modify it as, well, to just fit the personality and the character of your Sims inside. So for this bedroom, it's the first child's bedroom. And actually, when I took all the machinimas and screenshots, I realized that nobody could come through the main door of this bedroom, and they had to go through the master bedroom and into the bathroom to come inside this bedroom. So I think this is because of the teddy bear or a toy, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have just to move that around so that once you download it, there will be no issues with that. Oh, and also, because the dining area is really, really small, there's no worries. Your Sims can go through. That was something I was worried about, so just saying that everything's okay. You can move around really easily inside this bedroom. This house. So yeah, so just finishing this bedroom. And then I'm gonna put a guitar over there, because that was also a thing we had in our mezzanine. And also, I wanted to put a stereo inside this mezzanine, because that was also something we had in the mezzanine I grew up with. And I remember that we used to listen to music with my dad every Saturdays and Sundays, and we were just sitting on the couch listening to his stereo and all this beautiful music we had. We were listening to U2, The Police, Michael Jackson, also Serge Gainsbourg, who's a French singer, which I really, really love. And he actually did a song, because my real name is Manon, and it's spelled Manon. And Serge Gainsbourg made a song about me, and he said he loves me in it. And when I'm sad, I like to listen to this music. It just cheers me up. Anyway, just putting that there. There's also a downstairs bathroom, and first I just wanted to put a toilet in it, but then I thought, why not put a bathtub that came with the Parenthood game pack, because that can be fit in this. So yeah, just putting that there. And then I guess we're going to move on to the basement. And as I said, I wanted for this house to have a lot of bedrooms in it, but as you can see, there's not a lot of space inside the house to be able to put another bedrooms upstairs or even downstairs. And I didn't want it to change the exterior of the house. I really think it's really nice this way. So I decided to make a bedroom in the basement. And first I was thinking of a teenager who wanted to have its own bedroom and being kind of away, like he decided to move out, and I put in quote marks in this. Yeah, he decided to move out from the parents' house and just move into the basement. But there's not a lot of personality inside this bedroom, so I just thought maybe this is the bedroom of a weird uncle just living with the parents in the house. And yeah, that's weird. That's what I thought. And well, I don't have a lot to say right now, so I guess I'm gonna leave you here. I hope you will enjoy the rest of this video and you enjoyed what you saw on this video. If you like this house, don't hesitate to download it from the gallery, either using my origin ID, which is Majam11, or downloading it through the link I've put in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you very soon.